Okay, good morning, children. So now you are going to learn about the lesson, English lesson number 3, the world in your room. Okay, so what is the meaning of this lesson title? The world in your room means it is not directly the whole world is inside a room, but we get information of the whole world sitting in our room itself. Okay, it is all about the technological growth of the our world. Okay, technological growth. Okay, today our modern world is surrounded by the product of latest technology. Okay, technology has been growing rapidly and has now become an important part of life. It has an impact on people, all field and ages. Okay, let's read the chapter to know about the gadgets of latest technology. Okay, this lesson is talking about the latest grown technology of the world. Okay, nowadays we can see there are a lot of technological improvement development has taken place. Okay, the technology is growing very rapidly, means very fast. It is almost like a fastest way. Okay, it is moving very fast that everyone is having some kind of technological instrument that is called gadgets in our life. Okay, we are having it in our hand. Okay, without this nobody can survive. So that is a condition now coming up. Okay, without any these technological gadgets, it may be a mobile, laptop, computer, or any other technical gadgets. Without this, now the life become very difficult, right? Okay, let's get into the lesson and know more about the technological gadgets. If you're reading this in your bedroom, you have a look around. If you're lucky, you'll see books and magazines. However, you will definitely find a a PC with email and internet access, a TV, radio, various remote control, maybe a few postcards and photos. In other words, your room is stuffed with various kinds of communication devices. Okay, see now I'm just sending you this video, so you're not directly in the class, right? So you're sitting in your room and learning things. See, this is also kind of technology. Okay, in a time like this, okay, like a pandemic and all these things made us to learn things from our home itself. Okay, you just think about the time when there is no technological growth was in the world. Okay, if there was no technological growth, so how the people will survive kind of crisis, like this kind of pandemic, how they will get updates and all those things. It would be very difficult for them to get the day-to-day activities or their updates. Okay, but now we are very much thankful to the technological growth. Because of that growth, so by sitting in our house, we learn everything. Okay, online classes we attend, we get the updates of the our surroundings, we get all the news, videos and everything, right? So that is called this is called technological growth. Okay, just you look around your room, see where you're sitting, just you'll have a look. Okay, so what are the things you find? Very hardly you'll find the letters, okay, letter, postcard, or any magazine or newspaper, because nowadays our room is filled with all kind of technological gadgets, like electronic gadgets like mobile phone, TV, laptop, okay, then PC, computer, then what else? What else? Like a lot of these kind of electronic gadgets, right? Okay, so then another thing is we have remote controls for TV, and even for nowadays for everything we have remote controls, right? Even for fan, even for AC, So we have lot of remote controls in our hand. Okay, so this all resembles the technological growth of the world. Okay, so over the past few centuries, a big chunk of the invention that people have come up with are related in some way to communication, from posting a letter to sending texts. Okay. Communication is something that people always wanted to do. You were trying to do it as soon as you were born. You will probably spend the rest of your life talking, telephoning, writing, emailing, and texting thousands of people. Okay, see, these things are all about the communication. Okay, communication means what? Contacting people, each like by contacting people through letters, email, or call, telephone call, or any other means of communication. Okay, over a few centuries of time, the invention of people have come up with a lot of communication devices. Okay, so we have lot of new kind of communication devices. Okay, because people wanted to communicate with others. See, you will not find anybody simply sitting somewhere and not wanted to talk to anyone. So that is very rare today. Okay, everyone. So that's what the lesson says. Even from the beginning of our birth, okay, just you born on this earth, immediately you want to communicate with others. So that's why. So even the author meaning that a boy or girl born on the world, immediately the child is communicating with the parents or the people around us, simply shouting, making noise, crying. Okay, in whatever way of means, they are just communicating with others. Okay. Okay, and the people today, they want to communicate with others with a means of different kind of means of communication, like emailing, phone calls, and all other means. Okay, so our keenness to communicate means that in a few years, our bedroom might look something like this. Okay, so the author is bringing out some new technological into our understanding that within short period of time our bedroom will be filled with this kind of electronic devices or gadgets. Okay, let's look at into the things, technological growth which are going to enter in our homes. Okay, but in grown world, in some of the big countries, we can see all these things are in implementation. They are already using it, but now we are going to get all this technology in our rooms. Okay, here we are going to learn about some of the new gadgets which are going to be very useful in our day-to-day life. Okay, so here we have a list of 5-6 new kind of gadgets. Okay, we will learn one by one. First one is super mobile phones. Okay, in your in your future bedroom, your mobile will beep for attention and then tell you that your favorite band is about to start their gig. You will send a quick text to your friends who like that band, and you will be able to watch and hear its performance also in your mobile, which will record the best bits for later too. Today, almost everyone who can afford a mobile has got one. So, in order to communicate, in order to continue selling them, the manufacturers have to keep coming up with innovations. A few decades further in the future, and you would not have to fish your mobile out from the back of the sofa. It will be constantly at your side. Okay, by then the computer memory will be so economical that your mobile will record everything that happens to you, everything you see and hear, so that you will be able to look back over what happened during the last days or decade whenever you like. Clever software will be included to gloss over the boring bits, not to mention those terribly embarrassing moments you would rather draw a discreet veil over. Mobiles like this will be very useful, and not just for you. They will download their information from the internet where all sorts of people will be able to access it. So, tracking down criminals, finding missing persons, and getting instant ready made new bulletins will be easy. In fact, they will be so useful that chances are mobiles will become compulsory one day. Okay, this super mobile phones. Okay, see, nowadays you are using mobile phone. Okay, even you are learning through mobile phone. Okay, so what is all about super mobile phone? So super mobile phone, it is something more advanced than the mobile phone that we use today. Okay, so in order to bring very great selling, the manufacturers or the product of the making people of this mobile phone, they are coming up with new innovations. Innovation means new kind of development, or including lot of new technologies inside the mobile phone. Okay, so few decades means matlab ki after few 10 years. Okay, every 10 years is called as a decades. Okay, so in the coming future, so you need not to go to the mobile and take them and type the things you wanted to see or search for it. Okay, because that device itself will operate everything. If any new kind of band is coming up, so it will give you notification, and it will connect your friends, and you all can see at once, and even directly it can record all the good bits, means the good thing or the favorite thing that you are watching or you want it, then it will record it for a future use. Okay, and this kind of clever software means it's a kind of new kind of technology. Okay, it is with an innovative information, innovative ideas. Okay, so these kind of things will help you to recollect the past events. Okay, because it will keep on recording everything that is happening around you. Okay, if you have the mobile phone, you can have everything recorded, so that after that, okay, in future you can see the past events. So okay, so nowadays we are having photos and videos. Okay, recorded videos and photos, right? So in future, these mobile phone, super mobile phone, will take all the recordings just like CCTV camera and all, and it will have a storage. Okay, and it will keep it for a future record, so you can look after it later on. Okay, so that is a development which is going to take place very soon. Okay, and a lot of new kind of invention will take place, and the what we say, the devices like hard disk and all, it will be very cheaper for you. Okay, everything you will get it in a cheaper rate, and there will be a time. Okay, everyone without mobile phone, no life will be surviving. So that kind of time is going to come up. Even today, we can see a mobile phone in every house, right? Maybe whether it is a button phone or a touch phone. But during those days, that kind of growth when come up, everyone will have a good technological or updated version of new mobile phones. Okay. Okay, next gadget we are going to see about is thought controlled light. Thought controlled lights. Okay, this is not going to be very much complicated because it will work very easily. Okay, what is the work of this gadget? Just imagine the whole world is controlled by the thought, the mind of a person is controlled by a gadget. Okay, if you think anything, it will be very easily monitored by this gadget. Okay, and it can judge what kind of mood you are in. Are you in happy mood, or in some kind of gloomy mood, or sad mood? So very easily it can control you. Okay, so you just think about how a gadget can understand our thinking or mind. See, nowadays, if we think anything, nobody knows our thinking, right? See, we have something in our mind, we talk out something. Okay, but this gadget will find out what the thing is, the idea is coming up, or the thought or the desire that is coming up in our mind. Okay, this is called the mind reading bed come chair. Mind reading bed come chair. Okay, in the coming future, our bed might be a bit smaller than today's, with accommodation price rising and the population growing. So instead of a bed, easy chair, an office type chair, you may have just one thing, may it be called smart chair or perhaps a shade. Okay. Anyway, imagine you have just finished your homework and time to listen to some music. Even as you think so, the chair softens and reclines. Music comes out of it until you start to get sleepy, and the music softens and dies as the chair gets wider, flatter, and softer. It warms up a little, folds itself gently around, and you fall peacefully asleep. Okay, how does it work? Well, so before that, we will just know about the mind reading bed come chair. Okay, see, it's going to be a bedroom. See, today in our bedroom, you see, we have a bed box. Okay, lot of things like, chair, table, and everything. Okay, but in the coming future, so there will be only one chair. Okay, in a small room, because the population is also growing very rapidly, that we are we are coming under small houses. Even today you can see in the cities and all, you will see small rooms, little rooms. Family will be staying there in a single room with all kind of things inside their room. Okay, so in the villages we have different rooms, very big halls and all, but in the cities it is very hard to find very big houses, because maybe the building will be big but the rooms are very small because of the growing population. Okay, in the future also it will happen in many of the countries. We can see, because of population, people live in small bureau like furniture, small things, like, their bed will be like a bureaus, almiras. Okay, step by step. So people will sleep in each cupboard or carriage or whatever. Okay, so that is a condition that going to happen when the population grow up rapidly. Okay, so during those days, so this will be in our bedroom. Okay, so what is the work? So just when you do your homework, you just take for instance, if you finish completing your homeworks, if you want to listen any music, the gadget will automatically start the music. Okay, so while listening your music, if you feel sleepy, the bed will slowly, this chair will slowly come in a flatter movement. Okay, it will become a bed for you. The music will slowly slow down and it will switch off, because everything will happen by reading our mind. Need not to do anything. Okay, so nowadays if you want to listen to your music, you have to switch on the music, you have to volume up and do everything. But during this time of growth, the mind reading bed come chair will do every work that you think. Okay, if you want to sleep, it will become bed and the music will stop. If you want to watch any movie or listen to music, automatically the bed will be like a chair. You will sit on it and you will listen. Okay, so according to your mood and interest, the things will keep on changing step by step. You need not to do anything. Okay, so how terrible, how interesting it will be, right? Okay, how does it work? Well, your brain produces a regular pattern of electricity all the time, which depends on how you feel. These patterns change when you are alert, tries, or asleep. Chat will have a built-in detector that will pick up and recognize these patterns. When your child notices that you're feeling sleepy, it will turn into a bed. And when you are ready for some work, it will be two. When you are ready to get up, the child will be able to straighten gradually into a column and then fold it itself neatly away. The child will have to think to decide whether you really want to sleep, work, relax, or get up based on the time and what you are doing, your usual pattern of behavior, and all sorts of things. See, I have already told you the chair will do everything you think or desire. Okay, it will be easy for the lazy people, right? Okay, lazy people, they just sit in one place, want to do everything. Okay, for them it will be very much useful. Okay, the next one we will see in the next class. Okay, fine.